and this time, instead of destroying civilization, we shall be creating it. Okay, this is Songs of Six. It is a top-down, grand-scale city builder. It's really, really cool. I would like to play a random game. We're going to be playing as... so there's different groups of people. I played this game a little bit. There are Cretonians, which are little cretins. They're pig people, basically. We have Dondarians, these are dwarves. There are the Garthami, these are like a ravaging horde of insects. There are the Humans. There are the Talapi, which are like cannibalistic elves who live in the woods. I find the humans are the easiest to play because the way the game does research is insane, and they have the best buff for research. So we're going to try this out. I think I've played this game for maybe like 45 hours or so. We won't be starting with any of the... We won't be starting with any of the metagame buffs that I've unlocked, so let's just pick a spot. So when choosing your settlement, we have to pay attention to the deposits. That's the one that really matters. Don't worry about too much about the population and the fertility and all that crap. Just the thing that really matters is how much ore are you going to get. So putting yourself down somewhere between a forest, a stream, and a mountain, it's kind of like the trifecta of goodness. Like right over there, that'd be a pretty good spot. 75% fertility, lots of ores. And yeah, a bit of a debuff, unfortunately, to some of the crops I see, but that's okay. That's okay. We just won't worry about those crops too much then. Let's go over here. I'm gonna place our capital right there. Not thinking about it too much. And we're gonna do some Songs of Six. This is a very slow-paced game compared to the other stuff we played today. So just everybody take a chill pill, let that adrenaline slowly descend. And let's check this out. Now, we want to put ourselves down somewhere where I know there's a lot going on. The green squares are harvestable foods. The red squares are harvestable ores. You can turn them off. The white dots are harvestable animals. We've got to pick a spot to put down our throne room. We want this to be somewhere fairly close to all the stuff we want to use. So we've got some, what looks to be some stone ore. Yeah, holding right click shows you what's on the map. We got some, what's that? Is that coal? Yeah, we got some coal over there. We want to be fairly close to coal and iron. I suppose we could make little outposts for them. There's nothing stopping us doing that. Okay, is that our iron over there? In this little nodule? It is. That's the iron. Okay, well, let's set ourselves up somewhere where we can farm. I think down here is going to be a pretty cool spot for it, next to this lake. Yeah, and we'll fish in the lake. We'll do some forestry in the forest. Why don't we put ourselves next to this river? That looks good. This is our throne room. These are our very gross people. There's Jurgils Futchkind. We can have a look at him. He's got all sorts of stuff going on for him. Gonna hit play. And we'll watch. We can watch as Jurgis goes. And he's gonna start. Mila over here is lying down and giving thanks to the throne. They are swearing loyalty to me in a very strange cult-like way. Now we need to do several things. We need to build a warehouse to store our goods. Hey, Butter My Pickle, this game is Songs of Six. It is a top-down city builder. We just started it, like right now, and we're gonna be seeing what we can do with it. So we build a city. So I want to build a warehouse. I go over to build. I go to, I think it's this one. Sorry, no, oh, yeah, here. I go to logistics. I choose warehouse. I want the warehouse to build some walls when I place it. So I'm gonna select this button, and we're gonna say I want the warehouse to go like here. That's gonna be our warehouse. We'll have a little path. These are the walls. We have to put some doors in it so we can access the warehouse. We click there, we click there, we click there, and then we click on crates. Now the crates, this is like your actual storage. All the buildings in the game work like this. You lay out some space, and then you gotta like put stuff in the space. So let's put some crates there. Let's put some crates there. You'll see it's telling me I can't build it there. If it's got those like 4 arrows, you have to be able to build it. You have to be able to interact with it. Like they have to have enough space to walk towards it. So that's going to be our first little warehouse. I think we could stick another door over here. And let's click OK. Now our people will start building it. And to use it, they're going to use up wood and stone. You'll see it says we have 0 of everything. That's simply because it's in this pile. We're building the warehouse so we can move it over here. So let's speed things up a little. And watch our warehouse go up. So Songs of Six, the primary idea is that you start with like 10 people. You can get up to like, I think I've seen as many as 55,000. And the insane part of it to me is that none of it's approximated. It's not like, oh, you have 500 units on screen and that represents 55,000 people. No, you can have like 55,000 people on screen doing stuff. It is madness how big this game gets. It's very well made. Okay, we need to get some wood. So in order to get wood, let's slow down a little bit here. In order to get some wood, we're going to click on the harvest, fell tree, and then just draw a little box. Go ahead, speed it up again. Our guys are going to cut down stuff. If they haven't got a specific job assigned, they'll kind of just do whatever they got to do. Like build stuff, cut stuff, that sort of thing. Let's also pick up these rocks. Oh, I've scrolled out too much. Let's also pick up the rocks nearby. Very nice. And there we go. So now he's transporting all the stuff we need into the box or into the building. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. With only 8 people, it's a little bit of a slow start, but they come in pretty quickly. So over here, this is our population tab, and that little +1, that means that somebody wants to come visit. We can either double click on it to accept him. Now we have 11 people. Or we can right click and say, you know what, just auto accept forever. Forever. Authorize them all. Okay? Somebody wants to come, they get to come in. We're already at 13. That little bar underneath their meter there, that's their happiness. The happier people are, the more people want to come to your village. You keep the happy meter high, you keep importing more citizens. That's the way it works. There are different races. We're going to be doing humans at the start. We can get some other ones later. It's kind of difficult to keep different groups of people happy. And some groups, like the humans, for example, if we click here, you'll see that they like it that they are the majority population. They really like this. If this goes down, if there's like other types of people in the city, they get a little bit unhappy. Now you'll notice that there's a little bit of a homeless issue in the city right now. We can fix that by going into housing, home, and then designating something we want to build as like a house. So houses don't have walls, they don't need them. Well, they have walls, they're just not the thick ones like the rest of this. So let's put down a few organic housing spots. I don't want to. It's easier to make everything in a grid. It's kind of boring though. So we'll put a house there, put a house like, let's put a house like there, another one there, have one here, one like that. Okay, cool. So we got a few houses. They'll come clear the space, and then the people build the houses themselves when they need it. Alright, and now we can set up our warehouse. So clicking on this, we can tell it how many... So each crate is like a storage unit. You tell it how many crates you want to fill. So and I think they each store 255 items. So I want to say fill up 2 crates with wood, fill up 1 crate with stone. What kind of food have we got here? We got some rations, we got some clothes, we got some rations, we got some fruit. So let's fill up 1 crate with fruit, 1 crate with rations, 1 crate with clothes. There we go. And we got some livestock. And we'll have a crate of livestock, sure. Alright, now we're going to have to go get something to eat. So we're going to want to harvest wild edibles. There's some vegetables on the floor here. There's some mushrooms over there. Let's just drag it all. Tell them to harvest everything. That's wheat and cotton. You need to process those further, so we won't bother with that. Could you filter by fruits and just give me all the fruits over here? We'll build a farm with all this later. Alright, so it is winter. It's summer. And these are only edible... they're only harvestable in summer, and it just turned into summer from spring. Awesome. Okay, now we need to... Is it summer or spring right now? Yeah, it's summer. It's summer. Where the middle line is, that's where we go. And the yellow dot across the sky, that's the sun. Crazy how nature do that, huh? So our humans have made themselves houses, but they're kind of living on hay and muck. So what we can do is double-click on... Right-click on the people. Head over to Access, Furniture... And say, hey, you know what? Take some wood. Take half as much wood as you need to make your house nicer, and you'll see they'll come and like put in some floors and stuff, and just make themselves a little happier. And that will bring in more people. These houses are empty. So what else can we do to make them happy? We can put down a hearth. This is like a place for them to come and burn some wood and feel good about themselves. Why don't we stick that in front of our throne room, right over there? What else have we got here? We can stick down a well so they can clean themselves. They're a bunch of dirty little boys at the moment. Let's stick a well, right over there. That looks good. Okay, they're all picking up vegetables at the moment. This is not the most important use of your time. I will actually permanently assign someone as a delivery man to this warehouse. So his job is to just go fetch stuff and put it in here. And that means that while my other dudes can focus on more important things. So he's putting all the veggies in there. That's looking great. Alright, the well is coming together nicely. Looking good. Awesome. That's all together. I am wondering if maybe I should move my camera. Yeah, I think this is a situation where we actually want to be not up there. We want to be all the way down here. I think that's more important. Although all we are covering over there is the inventory. Now I'll go back. I'll go back. Hello, I'm back over here. Now I'm everywhere. Oh, whoa, whoa. How does he do it? There we go. All right. Sorry, I got a bit lost in the sauce there. We are up to 17 people. I think we try and get to like 100 today. That'd be a good goal. All right, so everybody's a little happy. Now we had 18 already. They're just coming in. We got a well. They're cleaning themselves. The well is a little overloaded, 87%. You can see that. If that hits 0, then it's overloaded. It's a bit confusing. It's not the how many people are actually using it. It's how many people can use it. So if the load is 100%, no one's using it. If the load goes down to 0, everybody's using it. Too many people are using it, right? Songs of Six it's one of those. It's a single developer. It's one of those games that just kind of gets away from itself pretty quickly. We're gonna want an eatery. It's gonna make people happy as well. This is somewhere just for our dudes to eat. Why don't we switch over to like let's switch over to like a brush? No, not a brush tile. Let's switch over to an ellipsis tile. We'll make a nice strangely shaped eatery. There we go. Just like a little tavern for our dudes to hang out in. Yeah. What if we just like move a few spots there? Let's shrink this one so we can still have a path, and we'll just add a single tile in there. There, that can be our eatery. We're gonna have to put down some storage in here. We're gonna make that a little smaller. You use Q and E to expand and contract your storage shapes. We'll put down a couple of these. Storage is the way like they make the food for the eatery. We'll need a couple doors. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. We'll put one there. And get building. We're making this out of wood. You can make the walls out of stone if you want to. There is a military system in this game. There is a combat system. You build armies. Your individual civilians become the soldiers. It's really like involved and in depth. You don't get attacked until you hit 100 people though. So like you can't be attacked until you hit 100 people. You're sort of too small to care about. Hello, welcome to all the new viewers. By the way, this is Songs of Six. This is a really cool city building game. It's one that I don't think gets enough love in the world at large, and I'm really glad we can try it out today. So here's our chef. He's bringing the food in. What am I doing? Why am I on a grid? Here's our chef. He's bringing the food into the eatery. Once he's loaded it up, he will go ahead and start cooking it. We have 19 people in the village. So what do we need to do next? What are we shy on? We have 88 wood. We have 101 stone. We have some livestock. We have a few rations we're burning through. We could build a farm, but I don't think we have the manpower just yet for it. Oliviette is currently sleeping. Olivia Decimus. What we can do to make people happy is to start make them some furniture. So let's do that. I keep pressing escape. I'm so sorry. It's force a habit. We should switch over to work. We're going to go to crafting. I'm going to make a carpenter. This is the only work function you sort of start with, right? Let's put our carpenter... Let's have like a nice long building over here. Now this yellow bit in the middle means that the walls are too far away from the center. You kind of need to plan your building so that they have the blue all the way around. That means that you don't use any extra materials to upkeep them. Oh, speaking of which, we need to do some upkeep. So we're going to want to put down a workbench. This is where people will do the carpenting. If that wasn't clear enough. How do we want to do this? Square buildings really are the easiest to work with. We'll put a couple in the corners. That makes sense. Why don't we have... Let's have like a dude here, a dude there, a dude here, a dude there. That looks fine. Now you'll see that our efficiency is at 50%. Auxiliary stations increase efficiency. This is what we're currently spending to build this place, by the way. So we're going to slap down a few auxiliary stations where they fit. Make this one a little bit bigger. We can fit one in there, which means we can probably fit one, yes, in there. Production's at 100%. Let's click OK. Oh, we need a door. Sorry. Put a door. Put a door. This will employ 12 people, and we're going to make a whole bunch of furniture. Let's send it. Winter has come, but we have enough clothes still. We'll be all right. We'll be all right. All right. Next thing we can do to make people a little happier is give them some roads to walk on. So let's put this down. Let's put this down. Let's put this down. Let's put these down. And it's looking good. And it's looking good. What do you mean when you say efficiency? So Butter My Pickle, if I click on... What an amazing name, by the way. If I click on this building, without any of the auxiliary stations, the building will just run at 50% efficiency, meaning that you take in resources, you turn them into furniture, but you only get 50% as much as you would normally get, and it works 50% slower, right? That's why. If we build some auxiliary stations, we get this number up to 100%. That means that we are now working at full speed and getting as many resources as we should get. That's what I mean by efficiency. So we don't have enough wood. We're going to have to go chop down some more of the forest. We're going to want to be a little bit careful about how much we clear. As you see, there's a nice straight line there where we chop down a bunch. Let's clear out this whole forest over here. I think we'll build out this way in time so we can clear that out quite comfortably. Nice. And there's some animals over here we can go hunt. There's some aurochs. Those are like bulls. So yeah, so basically by building those auxiliary stations, we make sure that the efficiency of the building stays at 100%. And that means that we get, for all the time we spend working in it, we actually get something back for. We are up to 25 humans. Very cool. Very cool. Let's build some more roads. We want people to walk around comfortably. We'll build a road here. So these black lines are the paths that people are taking the most often. So we're going to build a couple paths that match them. There we go. Get a path. We can put some dirt paths inside the doorways so that people have something nice to walk on when they enter the building. They're not just standing on dirt. We can build some roads around our houses here so that they walk around their houses. They got a nice little path. They're not standing on the soil. They're just standing on compacted soil. Somehow that's better, I guess. We can wrap a road around here. Fill in these roads. Okay. It's an ugly city, but it's ours. Nice. Okay, and the carpentry station is built, so now you'll see people are going to come start working in here. Chicka, 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 chicka. They are grinding the wood down into nice little chairs and tables for everybody to use. We're going to build another dirt road over here. Over here. Very cool. And now we do need to maintain all these structures. So for that, we head over to infrastructure, and we're going to build a janitor. Weirdly enough, the janitor does all the maintenance as well as the cleaning. So we're going to build a janitor station over here, and the game will automatically assign as many of them as we need. Very cool. Alright, looking nice. We're already up to 34 people. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, and now with the janitor, one person will be assigned, and you can see there's a bunch of little spots that are red. Those are areas that need maintenance. If buildings get too damaged, they do eventually stop working. So you need a janitor to just keep it up, and the more buildings, the more roads you make, the more janitors you need. So just be careful. You don't want to over-assign it. Alright, we have a bunch of homeless people, so let's build some more housing. We can put together, so there's different kinds of housing. Apartments give the most privacy, but they house only 2 people. Houses house, I think, 4 people, but they give 75% privacy. That's actually not that bad, right? 75% is more than enough for most, I think. Let's put another apartment in there for nice. We can build a longhouse. This is like a huge room where like a whole bunch of people live. Not much privacy though. Or we can build a dormitory. Dormitories are sort of in the middle, 50% privacy, and they store like, I think, they can house, I think, 7, 8 people maybe. But we'll put a dormitory over there, another one over there, and then people will move into houses they prefer. So humans like having apartments, but it's a lot of work to keep on top of like building a million of these little squares. So I tend to just sort of go for the dormitory meta, I guess. I will build a little ring of apartments over here though. We'll put some space on that one. There we go. Have a little apartment block. I'm intentionally sort of making them random, if you're wondering. Also remove that apartment. Let's build it a little bit differently. Home apartments. Put that one on the inside edge, and we can put one on the outside edge. I'm intentionally making them a bit random. The cities end up being very big squares otherwise, which is a bit boring. Alright, so now that we're producing a little bit of furniture, we're going to have to put it in here. Remember to assign furniture. People will move it in, and we can see how much we've got on the side. You can only show you what's in your warehouses on the side here. It's your warehouse storage. We have 34 furniture. The first thing I'm going to do with furniture is build a laboratory. A laboratory is it's a lab. It's where you do your research. It's where you learn how to make new buildings and do new things. I like to build the lab like way oversized at first, but I think for now we're going to switch back to a square building for this one. Nice rigid lines for our laboratory. We'll have a 10 by 26. That's too wide. Let's narrow it down by 3. There we go. We have what is that? Probably like a 9 by 26, and we're going to place in some doors on either end. That looks fairly central, I'm guessing. It's probably not. And now we need to build some some workstations. So these are little tables where people go and do their calculations on, learn new things. Knowledge in this game has to be maintained. Also, I need to expand this room slightly. It's just too small. Can I go to there? I can. You know what? Let's just make it big. We'll just have a little central island. There we go. That's got some support like that. I think we'll have to do it like this. That'll work. There we go. So every few we just drop in a couple of these, a couple of those, voila. So the way laboratories work, research in this game has to be produced and then also maintained. Meaning that you have to, it's a little tricky, you have to, every person you assigned to research has to stay on research forever. If they stop researching, you start losing knowledge, and you can quickly end up in the negative. So you kind of like, it's like a way to spend population to get new items and new craftable things. Alright, that's going to be our library. It's going to take 144 furniture. We can't even come close to that yet. So I'm going to remove some of the stations. We can build that one. And then we can add them back in later. Oh, we need some doors. That's on me. Give me a door there, a door there, a door there, and a door there. Go. Very nice. We need to also pick up some more wood. Take a nice chunk out of this forest over here. Trees do eventually regrow, by the way. They're just a bit slow. I think they regrow most in summer. Okay, cool. That looks good. We still have 21 unemployed people. You can see it in the top left over here. This is how you see who's assigned to what. We have 10 people as carpenters. We have one person working at a warehouse and one person... 2 people, actually. One in an eatery, one on a well. And we have one person working as a janitor. Nice. Alright, as we chop down trees, the wood will be filtered in here, used to build the roof, the floor, the walls, all that good stuff. Oh man, we didn't even get close. Okay, we need some more. We need some more tree felling done. Let's go a bit higher up so we don't just brick out the entire area. That looks good. I'm also going to assign one more person to work as a delivery man because it's quite a bit of stuff moving back and forth now. We'll certainly help him if we can help him out here. Let's also put the mushrooms in here. Let's get, you know what, let's get a, oh no, that's not what I want to do. Let's get one of each food item. Let's just reserve a slot for it. Well, we can't make bread yet, so there's no point in that. We can't make drinks. We don't have eggs. We might have fish and meat soon. What else do I want to store in here? Let's start storing some of these opiates. This is a little heroin. It sells really well. Surprise, surprise. Also store some leather. We get that from animals. We cannot store any of the other stuff here just yet. Alright, cool. Sorry, my nose is so itchy. Alright, so we are at 46 out of 54 furniture placed. Let's let that number keep climbing. Very cool. Of course, your carpenters do consume wood to create furniture. As you can see, we've consumed 115 wood to make 38 furniture. It's not exactly a very cheap conversion. And again, if you were running on lower efficiency, that would be half that amount. So the efficiency is very important. Alright, everything's being picked up. By the way, the Songs of Six does have a demo. It's just not I think it's like not the latest version of the game. It's the full game, but 2 versions ago. So if you want to try the game out before you buy it, that's a good way to do it. Because Steam's 2-hour refund policy doesn't work too well with this one on account of, you know, there just not being much to... Yeah, there's not much. Like, you won't get very far in 2 hours, that's all I'll say. Especially if you don't know what you're doing. Alright, so we have 35 people. This is stalled out. This is because we need to give them new things to entertain them. So basically, the city as it stands right now is as good as it can be to support 35 people. If we want more people, we got to make the city better. So the city's kind of like the evolving character in the game, which I think is quite a cool concept. Alright, could you put down the last corner? Thank you. And we have a laboratory. Now, this is going to tank our workforce. We don't need 24 people working on this right now. I'm going to have like 10. Let's get like 10 people working on this. And we'll crank out some research. And as soon as we get lavatories, we're going to build some lavatories. We're going to build a speaker for a bit of entertainment. That's not like a loudspeaker. We're not playing Black Eyed Peas. This is like a news crier. A town crier. To proclaim the news of the realm. In fact, we can get a speaker right now. So let's click on that. Bang. Now, like I said before, people who work in research are permanently assigned to it. Like they have to be. If I take everyone off research now, we will go into the negative until we hit negative 50. Negative because we currently have spent 50, we have to maintain 50. There are ways for you to like improve how much research you generate and maintain research without having to work on it. but they require like 3,000, 1,200, 1,200. It's a lot of science to get to that point. All right, so we want to build a... I think we want to build a entertainment speaker. There we go. You can play the Black Eyed Peas now. Let's stick him right over there. That's a good spot for him. Nice and central in the town. Everybody can hear him. They can all be annoyed when he gives you the 2 a.m. wake-up call. All right, now that speakers, we already, boom, we're jumped up to 40 people. Everyone's already happier with it. Plus, they like working in science. It makes them happy, gives them job satisfaction. That pushes the average happiness up as well. All right, we have kit 75. Let's go ahead and unlock toilets. A little bit of a lavatory for you. This we slap down under hygiene. We go lavatory. And I think we'll build it down here. You don't need, these don't have to be too big. In fact, you don't want them to be too big. And why don't we build the walls out of stone on this one? Stone building. There we go. Select that little thing there. Let's build some poopers. We'll have a toilet. What if we did it like... Oh, it's just too small to fit. Hold on. What if we expand to the side 2 squares? You can become part of that building. That's fine with me. Give me a double pooper in here. 1, 2. Lovely. And then we can slap down a wall here and here. That looks good. Oh, we can make it equal, I suppose. Give me some more latrines. Get some smaller ones up top. And then we need some basins to... because people got to wash their hands. Otherwise, they stinky and they spread disease. 37% basins. 75% basins. Come on, give me the basins. 87% basins. Looks like that's all we can fit with this current configuration. You know what? That's good enough. 87% is good enough for me. I'll roll those die. Okay, we don't need a door over there. Oh, hold on. We can expand it one more this way, and we can just drop some base because we've got a wall there, and we can just drop some basins right over here, man. Give me some dang basins. Basin there, and we can let's actually just go back until we get rid of that. Expand this. Give me another basin. Basin. Based basins. Give me a door. We'll stick a door in there. We'll stick a door in there. You got to go through the toilet to get to the science lab. That seems hygienic, right? That's fine. 87 furniture. We cannot quite make it, but we'll be able to make it by the time this is built. I think. We'll see. All right, nice. And that's our lavatory up. And again, let's just go ahead. We're going to stick some roads in the doorways. So people don't have to walk on dirt when they come in. They don't like that. Give me another roadway over here. Give me some more roads. Give me some more roads. We're just going to pave over everything. Pave it all. Heck nature, man. That's what I say. Pave it all. Okay, everybody's coming in. Nice. And we will be able to unlock some decorations over here. And that will actually give us some cool stuff as well. Our decorations we can put down, like, we can make it pace a little bit prettier. We can put down some trees here. We can slap down a little avenue of trees over there. We can put some trees at the back of this building. Put some trees either side of our hearth. There you go. Just yeah, wrap some trees around this building. We can actually make a bigger tree. If we remove this one, we can make a bigger tree. Decorations. We press Q and E to scale them up. Put a tree there. Put a tree there. Give me some small trees. Looking good. Looking good. Remove those trees. Yeah, I like that. I like that. Remove this one. Let's simplify things a bit for ourselves here. And people, of course, like being near trees as well. That's going to improve our happiness overall, etc., etc. You guys get the gameplay loop by now, I think. It's pretty cool. I just do wish the game was a bit prettier to look at. It's a little hideous. Let's get some more stone. Clear rock. But I suppose it's one of those things where it's a single developer. It's a huge scale. The simpler your graphics are, the easier it is to create more assets, right? Like, it's really easy to add in a squirrel if the squirrel is just like 4 pixels on the floor, you know? You don't have to like model a whole squirrel and do all the animations for it or whatever. Alright, looks like we have enough stone now. Maybe. Maybe. All my odd jobbers are asleep or busy. There we go. Odd jobbers are the guys who do like all the little construction work and things. You know, they haul stuff around, but they're not busy. Farmers are also really good at that because they'll only farm for about half a day, and then the rest of the day they spend doing this sort of work as well. So you can afford to put quite a large number of your population on farms. Let's also put down some more roads in the doorways. Thank you. So what are we waiting on? Just need 7 more furniture. Awesome. And then we got the biggest pooper in the world ready to go. And you know what? Let's very briefly, let's refurbish this. And I want to stick a door right in there. Blocked by terrain. Never mind. Can I refurbish this and stick a door right in there? Blocked by terrain. Never mind. Okay. It's illegal. It's illegal. Alright, now they gotta put everything back in, but that's fine. There we go, 92. And construction begins. We have a lavatory. Now this is really gonna bring in the population. This is gonna spike. I'd like to see that number at 100 today before we call it good. But I think with the first functional toilets in Rome, I think we're going to call that good enough for right now. So thank you everybody very much for watching. If you like Songs of Six, let me know. We will put more on the channel. But for now, we're done. Cheers. And of course, a huge thank you to the channel members and patrons for this month: Kelly Ananas, Call Me Bo 82, Old Man Tater, Freaking Friendly Beaver, Knee Cruncher, Riley David, Rivo, Charlie Weber, Mermix, Officer C4, Not K Arthur, Adachi Fanboy, Couch Potato, LCG Canyon Sahar, Jack Smallman, Cut Beef Go Ham, I'm Alpha, you're damn right I am, The Senate, and Richard Berry. Thank you guys so much for the support. You are all amazing.